And Marcus Allen.
I'm a Raiders fan. Born in Oakland, I will always be loyal to the silver and black.
I'm a Raider because I came back to the Bay from LA with my team.
I'm an Oakland Raider fan because of my grandmother. Town business.
I'm a Raider fan. My grandmother raised me as a Raider fan. Tailgate, and people give you a beer. I mean, for real, like, because you're a Raider, and you got you. So, it's just,
that's how this is going.
Everything. I mean, I just remember, to me, what hooked me more than anything in the world was walking in and everyone just Raiders! And that was it. Oh my God! What went through my body there?
Yep.
Ooh, what is
yo.
Nation?
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to the tailgate of Raider YouTube. I'm Spicy Raider Girl here with Mighty Thor, and we have Mother behind the scenes. What's up, yo?
Hey, what's going on, fam?
It's game day.
Yeah, it
Wake
is.
up, baby. We should be fired up. I like it. Listen. I know I got my drink going.
We got this.
Let's go.
Tequila
Let's go.
in my coffee,
Let's
which
go.
reminds me, the drinking game alert is F the donkeys. I'm thinking Thor's probably going to say it the most, to be honest, so you might not get too drunk today.
Fuck the donkeys.
There it is.
There you go.
Cheers.
And if you haven't already, light the torch and hit that like button, subscribe and share. And if you're watching over on Facebook, join the conversation and come over and watch us on YouTube. We got a tailgate hopper. We got a tailgate hopper.
Tailgate. Oh man, you brought back way too many memories saying that.
Hey, I didn't get my text. Which row?
All right.
Good morning,
What
Omar.
are we grilling today, Omar? What are we grilling?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm feeling optimistic. You know what I mean? I'm thinking we're gonna get this W. So yeah, let's do this.
That's right. Let's do this. I'm thinking there's a lot of distractions this week. Of course, we know that. I am hoping the Raiders are on track to be what, 4-2? What I mean, Omar had them at 5-1 at this point, I think. Thor, do you remember what you had them at this point?
Probably 3-3 or 4-2, but probably 3-3.
Let's go 4-2.
But right now, I got us going to 4-2 today, hoping that the distractions are done. Hopefully.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what the offense looks like. What up, Definitely. Ant Dog? What up from the Bay? You know, that's right. We love our Bay people.
What's up,
Let's hear it, Thor.
Oh, day, I'm in the Bay. I don't know why when I type, mine comes up as For Life Our Raider Story, even though I'm part of For Life Our Raider Story, not just my name. Ant, what's up, bro? P Grizzle, what's up, baby? Yeah.
What's up?
There it is.
Good morning.
Yeah, we all in the Bay anyway, so it's all good.
So everyone could have a drink with us real quick. Good morning. Fuck the donkeys. Perfect morning.
There you go. Great way to start the day.
Hey. Omar, what you sipping on?
Man, you know what? This is why I'm late. I didn't even have a chance yet.
My goodness. Go get it.
All right.
Little mimosa.
I'm gonna get my son to hook me up.
Everyone needs an assistant.
Hey, train them young.
All right.
All right. So what's the outlook for today's game? What are the key points to this victory?
The key points to this victory are we need to be past all the coaching
like
issues.
Carl said, out your feelings.
Yep.
Yeah. Like if everyone he's gone now, we can move past it, because let's not get it twisted. We are a better team than the donkeys. Fuck the donkeys. We're a better team than them. And they were a fraudulent. We were both 3-0. They were a fraudulent 3-0 to me. They didn't play nobody, and then once they played some teams, they lost. So I feel like we're the better team if we can be focused, which we're definitely not, because we were a better team than Chicago, even though they kicked our ass last week.
Yep.
We just weren't focused. We were out there. Omar was out there. You could feel it. There was no focus. So I feel like this game we'll be able to tell pretty quick if they've been able to get that focus back in, that let's get back to football and not all this other nonsense. Hopefully, interim coach B, because we don't know how to say his name still yet.
Versace, I think I learned.
Versace. Okay, but we're
That's
waiting
what
for
I
him to get us some wins.
Coach
We're
B,
waiting
Coach
for
B.
him to get us some wins before we really learn his name.
There we go. Once he gets a W, we'll learn his name.
His full name.
I like that.
Let's go, Coach B.
Right. Raider Nation, Arizona Raider Nation says buenos dias, and he thinks the O-line is the key to victory here.
Definitely this game is on the offense. Defense has been decently consistent. It's the offense that I think has lost these last two games for us. So I think the defense they're going to do what they've been doing. We need offense to put up points. We do that, we win. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
I think Coach Bisaccia is going to have them pumped up. I think he'll have them, pretty focused. So now, Olsen, what you got, bruh? Olsen, what you got?
Right.
We will know when we see those plays in those certain situations on offense. We will know we will see what you got, bruh.
It's it's really today's game is probably the most interesting of them all. Like, I'm excited to actually watch it on TV. Originally, I had planned to go to this game, and I'm glad I canceled, because seeing it in the stands, of course, is an experience. But seeing this game particularly on TV, I think will be important today, because we can really see the plays,
diagnose what's happening.
Diagnose what's happening. We can hear the commentators and what they have to say. I'm sure they're going to be talking about all of the stuff we're talking about, as well as what happened in the past week. So I think watching it on TV today is like exciting.
I agree.
I
agree.
I want to hear it all. Me taking notes.
We're gonna record it, come back.
All right.
But it's a lot funner. You are right. It's a lot funner to be out there and to a motherfucking face say "fuck the donkeys."
Right.
In case you're wondering, today's drinking game alert
is
if you don't drink, toke, and if you don't toke, twerk. It's not too early to twerk because it's game day.
No.
Normally we'd be already out in the parking lot, like, getting it by now. So don't act shy. Don't act shy, people. You Raiders fans.
We ready.
What's up,
man?
Raiders? I think though today obviously it's always every win's important, but today I think is most important because of the records, right? I mean, they both stand at 3-2.
Right.
The Chargers, as we know, are 4-1. Like, this is really going to kind of set that gap. And like I've said all along, I think the Raiders really are going to be. I hope I'm wrong, but I've always said I think they're going to be fighting for third place. They're sitting. This can really make that difference. This can really make that difference. Today's game, right? Division game. 3-2, let's 4-1, especially because, right, this might be like, is this the question, right? This is what the show's kind of about. Is this game the make or break game of the season? What do you guys think?
I think it's going to be a good catalyst game, because number one, winning this game really helps put that Gruden situation in the rearview mirror. So I think it's going to be a great catalyst. You don't want to
could accelerate it
either.
Or could accelerate it, right? It could, if
agreed.
It could put it in the rearview mirror. With a loss and potentially a messy loss, could really accelerate that conversation.
Yeah, it could put a little salt in the wound.
Right.
Well, I think that that dog over there said this is probably the biggest statement game in the last 5+ years. So I don't think this game can make or break our. I think it can help make it. I don't think it can break us, because if we lost, we would fall to 3-3. There's still 11 games to go. There's a lot of season left. But I think it's how, if we come out and we don't have nothing, we're completely flat again and don't care, I think that makes the statement that they've just quit on the season. Mm-hmm. But if they come out and they're trying to get it together, but they just lose, I still feel like, okay, maybe we can get it together. If we come out and we're all the way back and win, I feel like it's a huge make game, and it's a huge statement game, and I think it will propel us to push to the playoffs.
Well, the
If
good
we
thing
lose,
is, I
it
think,
don't kill us, depending on how we lose.
well, to your point of coming out flat, I mean, the one good thing I would say that came out of last week's loss is maybe they got that out of the way, because there was some noise going on at that time. It hadn't fully come crashing down, but they did come out flat. They didn't really look like they were together. So maybe they got that out of the way, you know?
Maybe they got it out. I hope they got it. We hope they got it out the way.
And I think with the
I think that's
positive
what today is going to
coach
say, though. That's going to be the statement: win or lose, how we come out. I mean, you got to remember, going into last Sunday, we had things to clean up. We were saying about, we can't start slow. Our offensive line. We had real work to do besides dealing with the drama of John Gruden. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, we see back on track for the rest of the season means going back and cleaning up some of those real issues we had that was not drama related, and then also showing the drama is behind us. Even with a loss, we could still see a lot of that work, whether it's been done or not. But a W definitely, like I say, would definitely, you know what I mean, get us going in the right direction. So we're not on a 3-game losing skid.
Winning cures all. Winning cures all. I mean, that doesn't cure all, but it cures most. So
definitely.
So a win, that definitely. Let's go get it.
Get it.
A couple new people in here. Raider
What's up,
Travis
Sing?
all day.
What's up, Travis?
Raven, what's up?
Travis?
Oh, my eyes are. I forgot my glasses in Vegas. Sorry, guys. I'm a little blind today. Anyway, y'all just got in here, so in case you're behind, fuck the donkeys. Drinking game of the day.
Hey, drinking game of the day. You know how we do it. What you drinking?
Omar, where's your son? You're a little late on your drink.
Right? Omar, hook your folks up. Everybody's waiting on you to. He over here playing video games. He right next to me playing video games, looking at me like, damn, Pop, I can't help you, man.
Come on, Junior.
Come on, man. Hook your daddy up. Let's go.
Dang, it's hard times over here in the McCullough household, man. Shit, it's cold over here.
Bruce, my brother just came in. Drinking game alert. Fuck the donkeys. Bruce, have a drink with us.
There we go.
Hey. So, I did a little quick Google search. It looks like the all-time series Raiders are up 67, 54, and 2.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. About 13 games or so.
So there you have it.
Sounds about right.
Let's make it 68.
Let's definitely make it. Let's definitely make it 68, man. I mean, honestly, we're the better team if we're focused, for sure. So hopefully we're focused. Hopefully we got by this. I hope we just got this out of our system last week and they were able to move past. I know people were still upset, taking personal days on Wednesday, whatever, but hopefully they got over it. Hopefully they moved on.
Were there others besides Nassib?
No, there was one other. I can't remember though right now. I know one other person took a day. I just can't remember right now.
I did not know that.
I definitely heard one other person took a day. But this right now, and as much as I talk shit about him, and I will continue to talk shit about Derek Carr until he gets it all together, he needs to be a leader right now. If you want to be the dude, lead this team right now. Step up, be a leader of men. You're the quarterback. Do what you got to do. Get these dudes together and say, all right, we got rid of this issue. Now it's time for us to win games. We're more talented than this team we're playing. Let's come in and do it. I want to see Derek Carr lead these dudes today if he wants any kind of respect from me.
I have a question, but I will wait till Nevada Nick comes in because I'd like to hear his point of view as well. But it has to do with Derek Carr, being the leader of this team. So I want to get your take, but I want to get his take as well. So let's bring him in right now.
Let me get a refill, guys.
What's going on, everybody?
Good morning. Must be the money.
Oops, did I mute? I didn't mean. Wait, what's going on with your mute button, Omar? Well, stop.
I was putting in my order for my cocktail with my son.
Okay.
I get that
I
food
got him
order.
to go get me a drink.
I thought I did it. I thought I did it because I took Thor out.
No, that was me. That's all.
Okay. All good.
I know I couldn't hide my mouth from moving, so I was just like, at least they don't need to hear this.
Oh my goodness, that's too funny.
So Nevada Nick must be on his afternoon drink.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, welcome to the show, Nevada
Welcome,
Nick.
welcome.
What's going on, everybody?
I don't know if you're drinking this morning, but the drinking game alert is at the donkeys. So
No, I haven't started yet.
Oh,
okay.
you are late. You're on the East Coast too. You're really
I
late.
know.
That's what I think.
He's
His
not
afternoon
fully a
drink.
Raiders fan yet. Wait till we see him in Philly. We're gonna have him drunk by 9 a.m. not in Philly.
That's nothing. I mean,
that's standard operating procedure.
we should have him drunk by 7 a.m. Then it'll
Right.
be like,
Yeah,
all right,
that's-
you was, yeah.
That's the thing too. I know my liver is in trouble in the next coming days, so I'm preparing it a little bit.
All I'm saying is I want to see him in a Raider jersey by at least 11:30 noonish.
Yes. Well, he agreed to wear a 4 Life shirt the night before.
Yeah, I can do that for you. I can do that.
We're getting
Okay.
there. We're
They're
getting
our
there.
honorary member.
So we were talking about Derek Carr being a leader, or that he really needs to step up here. Let me ask you guys: do you think that so we know with Gruden, Carr did exactly what Gruden told him to do and nothing more. Literally, in my opinion, nothing more. Like he didn't even make plays happen. If the play wasn't there, he would throw it away. Do you think that they should give him the freedom, if you will, to make some play calls on his own?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's been in the offense a long time. I mean, if he was a rookie, it's one thing, but what Thor said right earlier, he needs to be the leader now. I mean, he should have been before, but really now they need to rally around him. He should have. I mean, if you look at all the really good quarterbacks, they have free reins at the line of scrimmage. They can, change the plays. They can call different plays, look at formations, and he should be able to do that too. You're doing what's best for your offense in that situation. So yeah, I mean, definitely, especially now.
Yeah, definitely. What do you guys think, Thor, Omar?
Yeah, I'm all the way with Carr. Needs, like I said, he needs to be a leader, right? And he's like you look at the Aaron Rodgers, you look at any of the greats, they get up to Derek Carr should almost be calling his own plays to some extent. I mean, you still got to keep. It's not like you can just change everything in a week and whatever. I mean, these are professional players who have an offensive scheme, an offensive playbook they have to stick with. So it's too hard to do all that, but you can change it a little, get a little more aggressive on it. The offensive line is going to be huge, though, because I hate to say it, man, he's a little bitch made at times. So and quick, he's a little slow on his reads, I think, and that's why he misses a lot of people. We've seen that all year. But he needs to make quicker decisions because the offensive line is struggling. He needs to make quicker reads, quicker just whatever. And if he does that, and he can get up there, he could maybe see a little defense change, make a quick audible or something. And I think he just got to be more aggressive, be more. I don't want to sound like the guy who just got ran out of town, but be more of a man. God damn it.
Well, look this. I love this comment. It perfectly leads into this comment. Carr's daddy is gone. Time for him to put the big boy pants on and run this mofo offense.
No, he
Thank
didn't.
Nice.
you.
Hey.
Nice.
Ant dog, telling
And
it.
again, fuck the donkeys.
Oh yeah, there you go. Nice. Game alert.
I think he has to step up
Yeah.
and do. Here, that's what you want out of a captain. That's what you want from someone who gets all the fame and glory. Tell us, help us.
It's time.
Definitely.
It's now.
I mean, he said, I didn't watch his whole press conference, but he said a lot of the right things for what I did here. But now he's got to show the right things. You know what I mean? To Thor's point, he's got to get a quicker release. But in my mind, also, he needs to get in rhythm to do that. And I think now, hey, Gruden's gone. Be a part of putting in that offense. You understand your game. You understand especially when you're out there on the field, you have the ability to change the plays at the line. How about have an input on what you see for the next play as well. I think he can do it. I definitely think he's smart enough to do it. I think he's smart enough to do some no huddle and all kinds of great things in that offense. Will we see it? Will that be, what communication has gone on between him and Olsen to put in, to put in the plays for this week? So that's what we got to see. You know what I mean? Because if he's in rhythm, he gets fiery. We've seen it. We've seen how Carr can get fired. It's a whole different Carr all of a sudden.
Wait, hold on. Can you give me an example? Because I don't recall that.
Well, but that's the one advantage they have this week is you now lose all the trends and tendencies of Gruden. Right. So it's all a fresh mind now there. So when you look at game film, it's going to be different because this guy's going to call plays different than Gruden did. So his tendencies, his trends are out the window. So that could help the Raiders in a sense that maybe, a fresh look, some new things, a different way of doing things. And me and Thor have been saying it, and we're going to keep saying it. They got to find a way to run the ball. Because if they
you're going to say fuck the donkeys.
Well, fuck the donkeys too. Right. But they gotta find a way to run the ball.
Before we move on to that, Nevada Nick, running the ball. Hold on. I just kind of want to make a point because I don't know if everybody knows this. I'm sure most Raiders fans do, but Greg Olsen was doing the play calling in 2014 when that's Derek Carr's rookie season. So Derek Carr and Olsen have worked together before. Carr's used to hearing Olsen in his ear from that aspect. So I don't know if it's a fresh start per se. I was more thinking it's comfortable, which could be a good thing, right? Because it's not brand new. It's something they're used to communicating.
But that was a different system, though, too, that they were in. That wasn't a West Coast offense in that first, now you got to think. Let's just think for 4 years. I'm hoping in Olsen's mind after 4 years working under Gruden putting in the offense, for the coming Sunday. I hope Olsen has had ideas and, within this offense and now has a chance to really show that. So, and then leaning on the fact that he's been working with Carr this time around and
Right. Good morning, girl. What's up? Carr needs to show up and play like he was playing for Del Rio. Don't be afraid to throw the ball and just ball out. Oh, I like that comment. That's true. He has.
That was Musgrave. That was Musgrave, though. That wasn't Del Rio. That was Musgrave. The moment Musgrave left, so did all that great play Carr had. So.
Yes.
Nate sounds like a morning prayer there.
Back to your point about
Nigerian
Prince. Run the ball down their throats. Donkeys gave up 120 to Harris last week.
To Najee.
So.
But Najee from the Bay, he run like he from the Bay. He run like beast. We ain't got that. We ain't got that on our squad right now. But I'm with you, Nigerian Prince. I wish we could run the ball like that. I'd love that. Hopefully we can. Who knows? Maybe they can get the offensive line working on open up holes and get our because Jacob should be full. He should be fully good now, right? Yeah. I mean, he said he was fully good last game, so he should really be good. If we can run on them, honestly, I think we blow these dudes out if we can run the ball on them.
Yeah,
and that's going to be on the whole line.
We're overall the nonsense. We're way more talent. The donkeys are fraudulent.
But it opens everything up too when you can run the ball. For the pass game, the play action game, it's what an offensive line wants to do. Time of possession, it keeps your defense off the field. You have the longer drives, everything. And I think that Raiders offensive line, which was my biggest concern coming into the season, it really was. They need that confidence to get it. They got to start running the ball and get a semblance of a running game because it's just going to make everything better. It just is.
Because I don't even think Najee Harris could have done anything with the way that line has been performing the last few games. So,
I agree.
You know what I mean? So our line, that was, like I said, that was one of the real issues prior to the Gruden drama that we needed to fix. So hopefully we got right back to that. I know we had kicked in. There we go. Got my Irish coffee.
Oh, you got it,
wow.
Irish coffee. Fuck the donkeys. I need a drink. Hey, he even gave me whipped cream.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I know.
Nigerian Prince is kind of new.
You show at OMAR's next time.
Fuck the donkeys is a drinking game alert. So, again, fuck the donkeys. Let's go.
YouTube has officially shut
Yes,
us down.
another one.
Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
This is a damn good Irish coffee. Hey, you can tell he was hanging out with me at them tailgates for many years.
That's for
This Irish coffee is on point.
Nice.
I couldn't have made it better.
You'll have to
Nice.
put it in. I didn't get whipped cream in my Mexican tequila.
No, you didn't. Nor did I.
Hey, I'll send a little over, Angela. He got you.
Please.
Cool, thank
I
you.
can only do so many hot drinks. I had a Kahlua and coffee yesterday at the airport when I was coming home. I just gotta now move back to just beer and shots of whatever they're doing, tequila and Hennessy.
That hot drink goes until the pot's empty.
All right. Nevada Nick, do we want to, before we move on, I mean, I know this is last week's news, but why don't you give, if you don't mind, and you can plead the fifth, but you want to give us your take on what happened with Gruden?
To me, it doesn't. It's like because I don't want to sound like I'm defending him, but the one thing I don't understand. First of all, I don't believe the NFL that out of 650,000 emails, those are the only ones with inappropriate language. Don't believe that.
Agreed.
I think it was a witch hunt on Gruden. I mean, look, if they gave every text and email from every guy in the NFL, I mean, probably 75% of the NFL would be canceled. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's be real. I mean, and I don't think Gruden's I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to defend him, but I don't think he's a racist. I don't think he's homophobic. I really think I have a lot of questions what's going on. It sounded like somebody had it out for John Gruden. I mean, now too, they've come out and say, because, Carr said, open up all the emails. And now they've said, well, no, there's 650,000. And there's a lot of other things in regards to like the Washington. How does a investigation into the Washington football team get John Gruden fired? Like, That's what I don't understand. And what about Washington? And then, because they had the whole sexual harassment thing. They have things with cheerleaders and, whether they were making them post nude or whatever. I mean, but John Gruden gets fired. Like, I don't know. It's very fishy to me. And I would like to, some of the stuff was 10 years ago. It's private emails. It's the world we live in, I guess. And I think a lot of like Keyshawn Johnson too, and a lot of them. I think there's a lot of hypocrites out there. They're all now saying what they got to say. I think he's a hypocrite. Like, if everything Keyshawn Johnson said in his life in private or in email and text, I'm sure we could see some things too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree. I agree with pretty much everything that you said. All right, I just wanted to get your take.
Oh
on that.
man, that just kind of threw me off. Can I just say fuck the donkeys?
Okay.
Well, Angela, if I could say one thing to what I think I saw it on when I went to watch the start of the show, you put, is this a make or break game? I think this is nothing. This is the biggest make or break game you could have.
Right.
I mean, you start 3-0, you're 3-2 now. You lost your coach. I think today they either rally as a team, and look, there's nothing like going on to the road as to a division rival. It's like you against the world. It's like you're one team against the world, against the stadium, against Denver, and you just lost your coach, all the stuff, and they just need to come out and play. And you're going to see, and I really think today it's make or break. They're going to win, and this can change their season. Or, if they go out and lose, not to be, I think the Raiders are in for not a long season, but I don't think the playoffs are going to be in the cards.
It's a good day to take your frustrations out on somebody.
Yeah.
Not too much, right? We don't need a bunch of penalties.
Okay, right. Within the rules of the game. Within the rules.
I want to argue. I a little bit agree with Nevada Nick there, but I don't think it's a make or break game because, again, I think that it's a huge game, and we need to show that. But if for some reason we lose this game, but I think we're winning the game, so fuck that, fuck the donkeys.
Right,
we're winning this game. But if for some reason we don't, it's a hard fought battle. The last time we went to the Super Bowl, we started that season out 4-0 and went to 4-4. And that game right there where we lost for number 4, that wasn't a make or break. It was, After that, we went 7-1 the rest of the way out. Well, we still got 11 games.
Yeah.
If we're 3-3 and we go even say 8, say we went 8-3 out of the last 11, then we got 11 wins. We're probably in the playoffs. Anything can happen if you're in. I mean, I just want to get in. I'm not saying we're a Super Bowl team.
Right.
So I don't think it's necessarily so in that aspect from a numbers point and from a you can still turn the season. I just think it's how they come out. If they come out and they just quit and they're not even trying, then I'm gonna be like, it's over.
And I feel like we'll know right away. I feel like I get that feeling. I feel like I get the feeling right away if how they're going to come out. And I've always said this. You know, I am mostly disappointed with almost always they never score on the first opening drive. And oftentimes it's 3 and out. And I know people say don't panic or whatever, but I just get the like you can tell how a team's going to play. Like for the game in Atlanta where I was texting you guys 5 minutes, like when each team had their each drive, and I was like, oh, it's a wrap. And you guys, it's still early, but you can feel. I feel like you can feel it, the energy that they bring.
Right, you can feel the energy, and that's what I felt last week. And a lot of the homies who were not there were like kept thinking I was getting texts during the game like, oh, we're gonna come back, and I was like, I can feel it like that. I remember when you did that, and I was like, nah, we're gonna, and you just, but I wasn't there, so I couldn't feel it. Like last week, I could feel it, and I knew we were done. So definitely for that.
Yeah, last week against the Bears, the stadium for me, and maybe it was the game, because I think I said this as a blanket comment overall that I didn't like being in there and I wasn't excited to go back. So maybe it wasn't a blanket statement. Maybe it was just that feeling I got from that one game, and so early on, at the in that game.
Yeah, and I wasn't on the show last week, but I was going to say going into last week too, these are the games they need to win. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And last week was a game the Raiders should have won, and they didn't. And Thor, you're right about the numbers thing in regards to that. Yeah, they're not done if it's 3-3, but I just think with everything going on, if they go, you start 3-0 and then you lose 3 straight, it's going to be same old Raiders. You start good, and then you start to fall apart. You lost your coach. I mean, they could still rebound. You're right. But the AFC's tough. I mean, they don't have it easy either. It's not like they're in the NFC. AFC, there's a lot of good teams. It's a tough conference. Right. You saw that last year.
Blood in the water in the AFC, especially with Kansas City losing the way they have thus far. It's blood in the water in the AFC.
That's not even a drinking game, but fuck the chokers.
Panic button. O-line just needs to hold it down. All right.
Yeah. I mean, we need some serious O-line needs to get it together. If the O-line gets it together, thank you, Callie. The O-line, get it together, O-line.
But the road to winning the division, if we have a chance, starts today. We don't want to be 0-2 in the division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We want to beat, you know what I mean? This is a divisional team we can beat. We have to take advantage and beat them. That's what needs to be the focus today. Hey, fuck what happened last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coach B needs to be like, this is what we are paid to do. Win the division. Focus. You know what I mean? And get that focus. Have these guys fired up because like I say, it's blood in the water with Kansas. Kansas City is purging. At least on the field, in my mind,
defense,
they're bleeding out.
People talked about our defense for the last few years. That's how they're talking about that KC defense. Yeah. I don't know if KC recovers. I really don't.
Right?
They like you said, it's blood in the water. Yeah. Let's go. KC damn near done.
And look, KC too. It's not going to get easier for them. No. Mahomes' contract kicked in next year. So they're going to have cap issues. They're going to, I loved how last year you win 1 Super Bowl, and we did it in Philly too. I ain't going to lie. But it's like the Chiefs were going to win 4 or 5 now. And it was, how many? Well, win your second one first. And
weren't they calling them a dynasty already?
Yeah, they were.
Damn. Shit. Thank you for making us hate them more. Fuck the Chiefs!
And the donkeys.
There we go.
One thing too, I think the Raiders, because the defense, I think the one thing I like about the Raiders, except for last game, but they do look like they play hard. They have good chemistry, especially on defense. But they do got to get a little bit better at stopping the run. That's one thing. Like, especially you saw it in the Chargers game. They got to stop the run, and you're going to need to see that today against the Broncos, because the Broncos like to run the ball. So that's another thing that's going to be big too, is stopping the run on defense.
Yeah, definitely. Nevada Nick, do we want to get into your picks now?
Sure. Yeah.
So let's hear something.
Only if you pick the Raiders winning.
Let me pull my cards out to see what I got.
All right. I'll start with my first game. I'm going to go to Cleveland. I got it early in the week at 2.5. I like Browns -3. I think there's a bad spot for the Cardinals. You're going West Coast to East Coast. Your coach is, obviously has COVID, isn't going to coach. Chandler Jones is out. I think the Browns are going to run the ball a lot, keep that Cardinals offense off the field. I like Browns -3. If you can, buy the hook, get it to 2.5. So the first game's going to be Browns -3. My next game, and this, look, Cowboys look really good this year. They do. But this, and Thor will tell you, sometimes when the lines come out the week, you see a game and you say, this line makes no sense. So I'm going to go with the Patriots +3.5. This line doesn't make sense to me. I think the Cowboys will still win the game, but I think it's going to be by a field goal or less. I like Patriots +3.5. This line screams to me. And here's the other thing, too. Cowboys are 5-0 against the spread, and there's a ton of Cowboys money coming in this week.
Right.
A lot of Cowboys money. Yeah. So Thor knows you want to go against the public.
That's why I stayed away from that game.
Yeah, so, and if that's what you do, Thor, if you don't like it, you just stay away. But I'm like I said, I think this line's shady. I like the game. I'm going to take Patriots +3.5. Sorry on this next game. I apologize ahead of time, but I'm going to go to the Chargers +3. I think the Ravens, I don't want to call them a fugazi, but they're a CEH fumble, a 66-yard field goal, and a 19-point comeback from being 1-4. I mean, they really should be a 1-4 team. And you look at the Raiders game too. All their games. I think the Chargers. I like Chargers outright. I think they're going to beat them. I like Chargers +3. Like I said, I think the Chargers win the game. Then I'm going to give you a 2-team tease. Rams -2 with the Packers at pick. And I think these lines have moved a little bit. I think the Rams are now like 1.5, and the Packers will be +0.5. So that's what I got for this week. And then in the Raiders game, this line's actually moved too. I don't know if you saw, Thor. Yeah. I'm seeing 5, which is ridiculous to me. I love the Raiders today. 5. Yeah. Love the Raiders. I mean, this is a complete overreaction. When you have divisional rival games, you see a lot of close games. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love the Raiders at 5 today. I think they're going to win too. I really do. I think that they're going to find a way to rally and come together as a team. And I think they're going to go in there and win. I really do. The biggest thing's going to be is that the Raiders offense versus that Denver defense. If the Raiders can score some points, they're going to win the game. But if the offense struggles, I think you're in for a long game. The big thing's going to be, I agree with Angela, you're going to know early. And if the offense comes out and can score on the first drive, and I think the offense can just put up 20, 24 points today, I think they win. Like I said, I love them +5. And I think they win.
Yeah. All right, you can stick around, Nevada Nick. We like you for that.
I like it when he says "we" when he's referring to the Raiders. Like I'm just like I feel kind of proud and shit. I get a little smile on my face, like he's coming. His training is coming along nicely.
I know. I'm not sure if those are Freudian slips or if he's actually one of us now.
No, he's coming to the dark side.
Oh, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm an Eagles fan first, but I definitely root for the Raiders now. I do.
We said first there.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Nevada Nick. We appreciate you coming to the dark side.
Seriously.
You're always welcome. Always welcome. We're looking forward to
I can tell Thor's looking at his slips.
I'm looking at my tickets. I do have the Chargers on a couple tickets. I got the Raiders on some pleasers.
Yeah.
I agree with that Dallas game. I really wanted to take Dallas and I just kept saying Some seem so fishy about this. I'm just gonna leave this one off of it.
Here's a question for you, Nevada Nick.
Yeah, I just like I said, I think the Raiders are going to win outright, so I would take a money line too.
I have them on a
And what I like doing, I wouldn't put a huge bet on it, but do a little parlay. Like he says, if you got a game you like, throw in the plus 175 money line. Put $25 on it, $50 on it, something like that. That's what I like doing.
Hey, anyone know the score of the Jacksonville game right now? I don't even know. I think Jacksonville was a decent dog. I was thinking
I actually like Jacksonville today.
I did too.
Miami's got a lot of injuries. I'm turning on the TV right now, Thor. I can tell you.
It was a close game. I know Jacksonville had the lead when I came out here, but it was like a 3-point game.
It's 20 to 20, 2-minute warning. It looks like they're at, according to this Google search.
Miami's got the ball, 3rd and 6 on their own 41. Okay. And once again, Urban Meyer probably sent an edible arrangement to John Gruden. Because his name all of a sudden is out of the headlines now.
Right.
But they actually the Jags were down and could have went up a touchdown and went for it on 4th down and didn't, which I think was a mistake. But yeah, if I was Urban Meyer, I would be sending Gruden an edible arrangement for sure, because he definitely did him a favor.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious! Can you imagine?
Well, all anybody was talking about was Urban Meyer, and then all of a sudden, that's how the news cycle goes, I guess.
I'm so curious and we'll never know, but I'm so curious if Carr and Gruden have spoken. I'm sure they have.
They're neighbors. Carr's
I know.
over at his house for dinner.
And Coach B says he has not spoken to him, according to the press conference, at least a couple of days ago. So I don't know. I would love to know. I want to know all the dirt. Spill the tea. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'd like to know what Mark Davis's role in the whole thing was. That's
my God! Don't even get me started on that guy. He couldn't even give a decent statement. What was his statement?
Ask the NFL. Ask the NFL. They know. They know everything.
Yeah. Anyone who comes out with their hair like that shouldn't even be allowed to come out in public.
He got the old bowl cut. Yeah,
that might be why the NFL is out to get him. It could be the haircut. It's like, hey, buzz cut that shit, or you gotta go.
Exactly.
What I want to know too is he getting paid, or is he getting fired because he resigned?
Paid?
So, yeah. If he, I don't. That's why
if you resign, you give up your money.
Yeah.
He's like AB now.
There might have been a little deal under the table, though. We don't know.
Like a severance?
No, I wasn't sure because obviously he was going to get fired, but he was owed a lot of money, so I guess he just did what he did say. If he didn't win, he would give the money back. So I guess in a different way, but he's giving the money back, I guess.
Right. 60 million. Well, I don't think he deserves a penny of it. More than 60 million because
Mark Davis is talking about the league is out to get him. They might have just done him a favor. Like, hey, you're losing and paying. They got a lot of money for it. We're going to help you out here.
Right. Well, that's the theory then, right? Did Mark Davis have something to do with it? The conspiracy theories.
That's the NFL.
Wait. But now you're making the assumption that he's that smart.
Yeah.
Oh. Right.
I mean, you can't get down in the dark and do all these things without, what I mean, a lot of intelligence to put all that together.
Oh my goodness, that's too much. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Now, one guy they actually named that came up so far is the Eagles ex-coach, Doug Peterson. They said about maybe possibly getting the Raiders job. I mean, I've heard a couple other names too, but that was one of the names I heard.
Oh, this is a question for you, Nevada Nick, that we just.
But when Bacias gets us to the playoffs, however you say, interim coach, if he gets us to the playoffs, does he keep his job?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
And when he gets and when he gets a "fuck the donkey" tattoo after the game.
Yeah, what do you think it takes for him to actually keep the job? Do you think if he makes the playoffs, do you think? I mean, what? Or are they just looking flat out for a new head coach?
If they make the playoffs, I think he keeps his job. But yeah, I think it's that or he doesn't. If he doesn't make the playoffs, I think they move on. That's what's crazy because now it's like you feel like Carr was starting to go somewhere, and you're going to get a new offensive coordinator, and it's like starting over. And now too, you've had so much trouble with the defense. That's the one thing I would really consider keeping Gus Bradley. If I was the new head coach, because I like the direction the defense is headed in.
Yeah,
and they got a lot of young guys too. So
I think I think whatever you do, bottom line is the biggest question is, hey, keep that offense for Carr to keep going. You know what I mean? Everything else surrounding that to me is negotiable. That's all I would want to do because that to me would definitely signal a whole rebuild if you try to put in a new offense after 4 years. Seems like Carr's got this offense, pretty down packed. So I think, hey.
To this comment here, the only way John Gruden is working as a consultant for the Raiders is if they hire this John Gruden with the H, because there's no way in hell that.
No way.
John Gruden.
He's got to.
If we move from Vegas to Kentucky, they might keep him on.
They wouldn't be in either
Alabama or somewhere.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him clean the toilets.
Unless they if they can spin it, trust me. If he goes to therapy and does all this stuff, and they can make this reclamation project out of him and spin it, best believe we'll see him again.
Nah, Omar, I got a better chance of winning the Boston Marathon.
Love it.
Hey, I got faith in you, Nevada Nick. What are you saying?
Hey,
that fool is never stepping foot in that stadium ever again. Maybe he goes to a concert or something, but that is it. I don't even know if they'll let him in for a concert, to be honest.
What'd you say, Thor?
I said that the New York City Marathon is the same week as the New York game, the Raider game in New York. Are you going to New York? We might.
Yeah, I'm going to the Giants game. Yep.
Okay, so
hey, we won it. We run it, Nevada Nick.
I go out there and walk it with you.
We gotta see Nevada Nick in 2 consecutive weeks.
No, is it 2 weeks in a row or is there?
No, it's in between. It's the 7th. So the Eagles is this week coming up.
You got Halloween weekend in between.
Yeah.
It's
the 7th.
It's the bye weekend.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
But, yeah. All right.
Hell yeah. Man, who's in New York? I can't wait. New York is I'm so ready.
Yeah, that's going to be good, man.
Oh, Nevada Nick. Your liver better be really ready.
I know.
And you know what? I will wear Raiders gear to that game because I hate.
There you go. Nevada Nick.
Wait.
It's Raiders training day for you.
Man.
I think he just said he's going to wear the Raiders.
That's what I heard.
I'll get my old Raiders starter jacket out. I got an old Raiders starter jacket. Everybody have one.
Hey, now I'm jealous because I wish I had one of those.
I know, right? I had so many of them, and I don't know. I gave them away. No.
Yeah, it was like
I still had mine.
I had Raiders and the Hornets
Raiders?
was a big one too because of Larry Johnson. So I had Raiders and Hornets.
Nice.
Grandmama.
I got my Raider starters. I gotta find that.
Man, Raiders
that was people. Not to be, but people would shoot each other over those jackets. Those Raiders starter jackets, man, they love them. It was no joke.
Yep. First Raider jacket I ever had was a black Raider starter jacket, man.
Mine was a white one.
Fauché Junior High School in Los Angeles. Man, those were good old days. All I had to do was crease a t-shirt. Bam! I was styling in my jacket.
I had a reversible. The one side was satin black and the other side was satin silver.
You was a baller.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man. Let's go get this W today, man.
Yes.
Fuck the donkey.
Fuck the donkey. That's just what I was saying, dog.
Jags just beat the Dolphins still.
Did they?
Yep. I was gonna bet the Jags and I didn't. Man,
I was too, but I was too. Man.
It's hard to bet 0-5 teams, Thor. You know what I mean?
It is, but they're playing a 1-4 team,
right?
And it's hard to go 0-16 or 7. Teams are gonna win games somewhere, and I just thought it's the London game. This was an opportunity for them. I was just scared to pull the trigger too on that one, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, scared money never wins. That's a very famous.
100%. You're
scared
right.
money never wins. So what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I wasn't scared to bet the Raiders today, though. Let's go. I got faith.
There you go.
Faith that we over it. I hope I'm right though.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the line moved to 5. I couldn't believe that. Like, yeah, I thought I think the Raiders are a better team. So I thought it would be 2, 2.5, maybe 3. Like, because if they have Broncos at 3, that's saying you think they're 2 even teams. But I think with all the stuff going on, they got the Broncos at 5, which makes no sense to me.
What's up, Jax? You're close. You're close. As someone born and raised in Denver, all I got to say is donkey sucks.
Close enough.
Donkeys. Nice.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Good stuff.
Well, let's get that W today.
Let's go get the W today.
I'm anticipating one. I already got my victory stove.
Dang, there you go.
Man, I don't even have a stove. I came out here and
Don't say that out loud.
I don't even have a stogie. If
Take it
anyone's
back. Don't keep
around
saying it.
Hercules, if anyone's around Hercules, man, hook me up, man. Hook me up, man.
You're in the town. Run down to the corner store.
They don't have nothing around here. I mean, they got crappy ass Black and Mild.
Where are you? Come watch with us.
Whatever. Nah, I'm stuck here. I don't have a car. I don't have nothing. But I'm at my homeboy Surge's. We chilling for the game. We got food. We got beer. We got it all. So. You got hella Hennessy and
tequila. You don't got it all because you forgot your victory stove.
No, well, Q will be coming when he gets off of work. He's working. He
There you
gets
go.
off around 1:30. He'll just, come through with some. Q, I see you. Just win and bring something. Bring a stove, Q, if you can, my brother. Love you, baby.
Let's get this W. Make an effing statement to everyone
who's
bad-mouthing us and start pushing this line for the playoffs. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
We're not there representing, but little Chuck is.
I don't know what's going on with the audio. I don't know if it's on Thor end or what, but yeah, we're getting some crackling here.
Is it me?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's the internet, but I think it's gone now. Yes, we cannot be there. Little Chucky is there. He just landed. Do you see little Chucky out there? Give him a high five. Take a picture with him. Be kind to him. He's still gonna be little Chucky. So
nice.
And he doesn't know. He's so innocent. That's right.
And I'm gonna look for him on TV today.
All right.
I hope the commentators don't say anything about him.
I know.
I'm worried for him.
He's got his crew out there. He's got all his security people out there with him.
I see you thinking.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't even, which is a shame because a lot of times you saw on the Showtime show, they put you guys on there. Like, I think now they probably won't even, because you don't want to, unless they bring him up to talk about the situation, they would go to him. But yeah, I don't even think now they'll, take a shot to him. And that's not right. I mean, he didn't do nothing.
I agree with you. I feel like exactly what you said. They either won't show him, or if they do, it's going to be a segue into bashing Gruden.
Yeah, I think Drew Gruden should do a personal apology to him.
That's what I said.
Oh, did you?
Thank you.
Right.
Get him on the
phone.
He should right or wrong. He should. He would start there. I think it would be good PR for him. That's it.
See, Omar was just talking about therapy and all that's part of his therapy.
The Reclamation Project.
Yeah, you're right on with that.
The Gruden record. Watch. Trust. You heard it here first. It's going to start next season. Watch. All of a sudden, we're going to be hearing about all of this. Like, here it comes.
Hey, season ticket holders, everybody email your rep with a photo of little Chucky asking for a personal apology. It'll make good for Gruden. It'll look good for PR. I like that.
I do too. We'll get the ball rolling.
All right. Any final thoughts, guys?
We're going to do this today. That's it. That's my thought. I am in it. I am in it to win it.
Fuck the Chiefs and the chokers.
Boom.
Let's go. Let's turn it around.
Wow.
Let's get it back on track, baby. All day. Raider Nation all day, baby.
Hey,
I'm going to let Nick go because he's not quite there to yell Raiders with us yet. Maybe after the New York game. Maybe.
Like I said, if they beat the Eagles next week, I'll do it.
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
I heard that.
Bye, everybody. See you.
Thank
Go Raiders.
you. Bye.
know what? We're about to wrap, but of course, if you haven't already, light that torch and hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I'm also going to be live later today at the KOS 408 watch party out at, what's the name of it?
It's in 408, Erica. It's a brewery. We know that much.
It's a distillery.
Distillery. You get that right.
Distillery, we know that much. Anywho, and I even forgot what time we said it was going to be on. 12:30, I think. So check us out. We'll have some live guests. We'll get their take on things. Should be interesting. Should be fun. And of course, you know how we do. You ready, guys?
We ready.
All right.
You know we go out one way
And only one way.
Our story, yes, I represent the nation. Our story, yes, I represent that nation. Our story, Raider Nation. Our story, that's right. And I'm with Spicy Girl and that Mother Moon. La Familia, Mighty Thor and a Quiet Q. Super Hood, OMAR on the grill, and the B-Lot. 3 amigos, 4 brothers, Mr. Nicely Seasoned. What's the mariachis without Senior Raider? Representing just like the beginning Oakland Raider. Darlene and the Raider home. What a big local. Chucky Gruded, my boss. Black Eyes. We're tailgaters. And it began on an autumn day, right here in the OAK. California dreaming in that golden state. Alameda County right here in the Bay. And you could find me on that east side, yo, representing that east side, oh. But no matter what, we represent the shield, just like Anna in the band club Emeryville. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity, from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story, Raider Nation. Our story. Yo, this is my story and I represent it with the pride and the poise, commitment to that excellence. I represent with noise. This is how I do it, the silver and the black, and I come into the track and I represent it, matter of fact. And I'm cruising around with Hollywood Raider all around the town, and I just found out Raider Savage on the interstate. Raider de la Baja, yeah, orale. So get over here, cause we representing now. And that I don't win as a pirate, they gotta win as a breeze. They gotta win as a race. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity, from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation. That's right, Mr. Matter of Fact is here.